Hello, my name is John Bayless and I'm the product manager for motorcycles at Yamaha Motor Canada. Today we would like to review the 2018 Star Venture TC. Note, Star is no longer a name. It is now a family name and it represents Yamaha's touring family. So the name of this unit is Star Venture TC. It is not a Royal Star Venture TC, just Star Venture TC. Obviously, it is a full-dress luxury touring bike, and you can see up at the very top, you see 00A. That was the special development, internal development code for this unit. So if you happen to see it throughout this presentation, you'll understand why it's there. The positioning, we've just touched on it. It's a full-dress luxury touring model, and its proper name is Star Venture TC. TC stands for Transcontinental. Please note that YMCA will only import the Star Venture TC, which is the deluxe version. Yamaha Canada will not import the base Star Venture. US will, but we will not. The model concept of the Star Venture TC is advanced transcontinental luxury tour, which multiplies the joys of the journey. The Star Venture TC will offer excellent comfort, convenience, and enjoyment for long-distance riding. It also offers all-day riding comfort thanks to a variety of special amenities, including Yamaha's first-ever Infotainment System. Weight distribution has been focused on by the engineers to make it easy to move and easy to operate. It features a low center of gravity and the Sure Park system that we'll get into in a little bit. You have emotional V-twin performance provided by the 1854cc V-twin engine, combined with a whole new level of comfort and innovation. And lastly, the styling is a fusion of dynamic power and high-quality fit and finish worthy of Yamaha's flagship cruiser touring bike. Customers, obviously these are highly experienced riders, generally about 45 years of age and up, mostly males, often married. It is quite common for married couples who enjoy life together, enjoy riding together and traveling long distances. They can be baby boomers, Gen X, or Gen Y customers, born anywhere from the late 50s to the early 1980s. We also have step-up customers from our casual cruisers or casual tourers, things like the V-Star 1300 tour, as well as some of the older Silverado models. Also a key component in our target customers are current Royal Star Venture owners looking to upgrade to the latest and greatest. Engine features. The engine is based on a significantly refined, what we refer to as an XV 1900 power plant, the same power plant we've seen in the Roadliner, Stratoliner, and Raider. It is an 1854cc or 113 cubic inch air-cooled long-stroke overhead valve, 4 valves per cylinder, 48-degree V-twin. Here are some of the improvements and changes that they've made to the actual engine itself. First of all, revised intake port for improved power and torque, and also revised engine character to suit touring. Also have a revised piston and ring lands, new cooling fin design for optimized cooling, as well as to offer a styling highlight. There were special vertically machined grooves in the actual cooling fins to give a very attractive appearance to the engine. We have new cam timing and profiles. Remember, these are crankcase mounted cams with hydraulic lifters. In other words, they are basically beside the crankshaft area. That's one of the areas that helps to maintain the low center of gravity on this unit. That is why we have stayed specifically with the V-twin engine, because the weight of the engine sits, the majority of the weight sits very low, and it provides good balance and even easy maneuverability. The new cam timing and profiles improve power and torque again, as once again revise the engine character that's better suited to touring. It does feature and always has featured a single pin crankshaft design. However, the balancer weights have been revised to reduce vibration for improved long distance comfort. You can also see that they've revised the balancer shaft itself as well, again to reduce vibration for long distance riding. There is a new damper. This is a new item that was not in the past engines. What it does is it absorbs fluctuation in the drive torque to ensure a pleasant and smooth feeling, even when riding at lower speeds in a higher gear. We have also fitted the engine with an all-new 6-speed transmission. It enhances the comfort by reducing engine RPMs at highway speeds. The gear ratios have been optimized to utilize the engine's massive torque and strong acceleration, as well as providing less shifting. First gear has been made low, so pulling away from a stop is easy, as well as fifth and sixth gears are overdrive gears. Please note that the engine is turning approximately 2,750 RPMs at about 160 kilometers or 80 miles an hour in sixth gear. The engine also features new crankcases to accommodate the new 6-speed transmission, as well as some of the other items, and there are special damping rubbers in this engine behind some of the covers to reduce noise and vibration. Very important, the unit features dual alternating current magnetos located on the left and right side of the crank. You can see it in the picture there. They feature rare earth magnets, and the total output of the dual ACMs is about 750 watts of power. So significant power generation for all of the accessories that many of the touring customers like to install on their bike. Continuing, the unit features an assist and slipper heavy-duty hydraulic clutch. The hydraulic design means less adjustments with a very nice lever feel. The assist function in this clutch reduces clutch lever effort by about 20%. And also it features the low maintenance hydraulic design, which provides nice smooth operation. The unit features a dry sump oil lubrication system. The oil tank is integrated into the left side of the rear subframe. This dry sump, the most important benefit of that is it reduces engine height, which once again allows us to place the engine nice and low in the chassis, which reduces the center of gravity for light, agile handling. Please note this unit also features a forward-mounted air-cooled oil cooler as well. You can see it there between the down tubes of the main frame. Into some more of the engine improvement, including an all-new closed-loop 45-millimeter Mikuni fuel injection system. It is a single throttle body. What does that mean? It means choke-free starting, nice steady idle, improved fuel economy, as well as reduced emissions. On the sort of electronic side of things, we have an all-new cableless YCCT system, or Yamaha's chip-controlled throttle. This is the latest generation, and as I mentioned, it is a cableless design. There are no throttle cables associated with the throttle grip and related housing. The YCC, its main function is to provide precise control of the intake air volume for a nice, smooth torque curve. The cableless design is also known in Yamaha speak as an accelerator position sensor grip. They have added a special mechanical friction system to give the throttle grip that normal throttle feeling that you would get with cables. However, there are no cables involved, and there you can see a quick diagram of the APSG system. Continuing with the electronic aids, the unit now features Yamaha D-mode variable throttle control, which adjusts the performance characteristics of the engine. The S mode allows the rider to enjoy full engine performance and power. The T mode slows the throttle response slightly for situations that require softer power characteristics, and obviously including touring. It just makes the throttle a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more enjoyable when one is touring. Electronic cruise control system is also found on the bike. The cruise control system can be set between third gear to sixth gear, between 50 kilometers an hour and 160 kilometers an hour. It features automotive style operation, the same as what we see with the FJR 1300, for example. You can set it, you can tab up, you can tap down, touching any of, whether it's the clutch lever, front brake, rear brake, will automatically disconnect this system, shut the system down. The unit also features a 2-mode traction control system plus off. It uses the front and rear wheel sensors, same sensors as the ABS system that we'll talk about in a few minutes. Mode 1 provides mid-level of intervention, which will allow limited wheel spin, while Mode 2 provides maximum intervention, no wheel spin whatsoever. When the system senses the rear wheel begins to spin, it modifies the chip-controlled throttle function, ignition timing, and fuel injection to reduce power, thereby eliminating wheel spin. You can see in the diagram below just some of the items on the right-hand switchgear. Moving on to the engine, it's a 2-into-2 exhaust system with dual catalyzers. The oxygen sensors are located before the mufflers. The system is designed to provide a crisp and powerful exhaust note. The factory calls it three-dimensional stereo sound idea. The exhaust note has two distinct different notes, one at low RPM and one at higher RPM. The sound changes as the RPMs increase, and quite interestingly, Yamaha Music was involved in the development of this exhaust note, and there you can see the two mufflers and catalyzers in the picture below. Yamaha's Sure Park system is an industry first. Harley doesn't have it, Honda doesn't have it, and Indian doesn't have it. You may say, sure, they have reverse gears, but there's a spin on ours. Sure Park support system provides easier, precise maneuverability when parking, and the system features a dedicated electric motor that allows the bike to move forward or backward at approximately 1 kilometer an hour. And that's what separates us from the competition, the ability to move the bike forward as well as backward. The system can operate continuously for up to 50 seconds. The unit must be idling, must be running in neutral for the Sure Park system to function. The engagement lever you saw on the slide earlier is located just below the left side of the rider's seat, and the forward and reverse buttons that actually make the unit move back and forth are located on the left-hand handlebar switchgear, and as you can see, they're listed there, reverse and forward. You just toggle them, and the bike will slowly move forward or backward. Double cradle frame and swing arm. The double cradle frame is a mix of aluminum and steel. The frame is all new and is designed to carry the extra load associated with long-distance touring. The subframe is detachable design. The dry sump oil tank sits on the left side of the detachable subframe. The engine features rubber mounts to reduce vibration, and the swing arm is steel. Maneuverability. We've touched on this, but it's worth touching on it again. The engineers have focused on keeping weight as low as possible in the chassis to reduce the center of gravity, making the Venture TC easy to pick up off the side stand. The low center of gravity combined with the handlebar position and design also make the bike easy to push move when someone is not using the Sure Park system. It features a low seat height of only 695 millimeters, or just about 27.5 inches, allowing most riders to touch the ground with confidence. Rear suspension, you have a 46 millimeter front fork with 130 millimeters or 5.1 inches of wheel travel. It is a link type monocross rear suspension, single shock rear suspension, offering about 110 millimeters of travel or 4.3 inches. There is a remote preload adjuster, which is easy access. However, it does require a tool to adjust it, and all that tool is simply a screwdriver to go into the special hole and to adjust the actual spring preload. Okay. The rest of the shock is a non-adjustable design except for the spring preload adjustment, and you can see some of the pictures there. That preload adjuster is below an easy access side cover, making it very easy to do that and adjust. Rear brakes, ABS and UBS equipped. You have dual 290 millimeter front disc brakes with monoblock 4-piston calipers, just like you'll find on a lot of our sport bikes. There is a large 320 millimeter rear disc with a twin piston caliper obviously out the back. Both brakes features ABS, anti-lock brakes, and unified brakes front and rear. Obviously ABS helps to prevent unwanted wheel lockup, while the UBS unifies or links the brakes. The system will automatically adjust the amount of unified brake force. In other words, front brake application will engage the UBS system and provide a varying degree of rear brake force. On the opposite side, apply the rear brake and you will get a certain amount to a varying degree of front brake force. UBS brakes may in fact reduce the stopping distance by accurately balancing front and rear brake pressures. Also, there is an aluminum cooling plate on the rear disc to keep it cool, and there's an adjustable front brake lever for various hand sizes. There are 5 positions available, and the clutch lever is also adjustable as well. All new wheels and tires, plus all new tire pressure monitoring system on the Venture TC. The front rim is a 350 by 18, fitted with a 130/70/18 tubeless radial tire. The rear rim is a nice wide 6-inch by 16, fitted with a 200 by 55 series tire, 16-inch. Again, it's tubeless and radial. That tubeless design may allow an emergency roadside repair. Please, very important, it's emergency roadside repair that needs to be fixed as soon as possible, as soon as you can get the unit to a proper shop to do a proper repair. The tire pressure monitoring system will send an alert to the infotainment screen. We'll touch on that in a minute. If the tire pressure drops below a certain spec, to warn the rider that the tire pressures need to be checked. Handlebars and heated grips. Rubber mounted handlebars and heated grips. They are 1-inch diameter handlebars. The rubber mounts obviously help to reduce vibration, and there are 10 levels of heat available on the heated grips, which can be adjusted via the infotainment system. It also features Yamaha's smart key system. When the unit senses that the smart key is close by, the following functions can be performed without inserting the key. The items have what is known as electromagnetic locks. So with the smart key system, you can turn the main power on and off. You can open the fuel tank. You can also open the luggage, including the saddlebags and travel trunk, as well as the steering lock. The unit does feature an alarm system, which is also controlled by the smart key. The smart key security feature helps to prevent ride-away thefts. Please note that the smart key has a low battery warning light for the actual smart key itself, warning you that, and it's the red light you can see in the upper left on the actual smart key system. That red warning light is warning you that the battery in the internal key itself, smart key itself, is running down and has to be replaced. There is an emergency mode if the smart key fails, which includes mechanical keys and a special code. Infotainment system. We're going to run through this, and then we're going to put a little video in here so that you can see it firsthand graphically. What it is it's Yamaha's 7-inch LCD infotainment system. The system obviously enhances and aids in long-distance touring, provides lots of information, and just in general more fun listening to a radio, etc. It's a large 7-inch LCD screen. It can be controlled by touch screen, by D-pad on the handlebar switchgear, or voice control for selected functions. Here are some of the functions that are provided. On the audio side, we have AM/FM radio, Sirius satellite radio. There will be, each purchaser will receive a free 3-month subscription. After that 3-month trial elapses, the subscription will have to be paid for to Sirius XM satellite radio. It also has UBS, iPod, and Bluetooth connectivity, as well as an automatic volume speed control. As the speed of the unit increases, the volume of the infotainment system will automatically increase as well. Very interesting and a nice touch is this is a dual zone audio system, which means the rider and passenger can listen to separate audio sources, provided they have the accessory headsets. That dual zone audio does require the accessory headsets. You also have GPS navigation. You have vehicle information and status such as fuel consumption, air temperature, tire pressure, and battery voltage. On the communication side, you have telephone hands-free, you have an intercom system, CB radio, and SMX text availability. You cannot text while the unit is running, but it will provide that text in a voice type format so you can hear what the text is. Also, there are selected equipment controls. We touched on this a little bit earlier, but the seat grip warmers and windshield can also be adjusted vehicle, the infotainment system. Please note in the video you're going to see something about Pandora Radio. It is not currently available in Canada, but it is available in the United States. And without further ado, we'll run that video for you. Here you go.
Infotainment systems make our lives so much easier and fun that we've come to expect them in our cars and trucks. Now, you can expect a state-of-the-art infotainment package on every Yamaha StarVenture TC. A bright 7-inch LCD up high in clear view, displaying everything you need to know. Controlled via touch, the handlebars, or your voice. You can change sources, dial a number, send a voice text, or check your route. Bluetooth enables the system to communicate with your smartphone. Paired high-performance speakers give you the ability to fill your riding environment with the sounds you like best. Either local stations or your own choices, thanks to the Bluetooth connection or via the onboard USB port, which also enables convenient charging for your devices. The StarVenture TC experience continues. You also get GPS navigation with points of interest and route logging, which makes trips easier to plan and share. Onboard Sirius XM satellite radio enables you to expand your listening universe even further. And Sirius XM TravelLink satellite weather and traffic keeps you ahead of the conditions. And just in case you and your passenger can't agree on what's worth listening to, and if you and your passenger have optional accessory headsets, dual zone audio control enables you to select individual audio sources, or even hold your own separate conversations. And the StarVenture TC also has a pair of high-end speakers for the passenger. The system conveys up to the second status on fuel consumption, battery, air temperature, and tire pressure. It'll let you know when you're getting a text. It can even read it out loud and allow you to respond by voice. The system can be controlled by the intuitive 5-way handlebar-mounted D-pad, via touchscreen, or by voice. Infotainment has revolutionized our lives, and now the StarVenture TC has revolutionized two-wheel infotainment, taking it to a level never seen or heard before.
We're back. Just a quick look at the infotainment component locations. You can see there's an awful lot of them between CB antennas, AM, FM antennas, controllers for the passengers, etc. It's all there. One of the keys are the front speakers are 14 centimeters in diameter. The rears are 13 centimeters, and the unit puts out about 26 watts of power. This is one of the areas where the TC, the Venture TC, varies from the base Venture, which again I've already mentioned we will not offer the base Venture. But for example, there are no rear speakers for the passenger on the standard Venture. They are on the Venture TC, which is the deluxe version of the Venture. We have adjustable wind protection and storage in the fairing. Not only does the fairing offer dynamic styling as well as obviously excellent wind and weather protection, but the windshield is electronically adjustable. There is a vertical height adjustment of 90 millimeters or about 3.5 inches. Also, there is a small adjustment in the horizontal range, the actual angle of attack of the windshield. It's about 12.5 millimeters that it changes by, or about ½ an inch. There are manually adjustable mid and lower fairing wind deflectors. You can see them in the illustrations to your left. There are also dual storage components in the upper fairing, plus a mid-fairing storage as well. The mirrors fold and have integrated LCD turn signals. The fairing also features a 12-volt DC outlet, which produces 5 amps and 60 watts of power. You can see some of the items listed on the pictures below. and where they're located. LED lighting, 4 main LED headlights. On low beam, the inner 2 act as headlights, while the outer 2 function as position lights. On high beam, all 4 LED lights function as headlights, so that upper left picture you see before you is the unit with the high beams on. We've already touched on it in the last slide, but you have integrated LED turn signals in both the mirrors and the rear saddlebags, and there is an LED brake light plus a third high-mounted LED brake light as well. And you can just get an idea of looking at the pictures where they're all located on the bike there. Instrumentation, classic fairing-mounted instrument panel. The fairing features a mounted analog speedo and tach. You can see it there in the picture, as well as digital LCD functions within the speedo. They include odometer, dual trip meters, gear position, average fuel economy, and distance to empty. The LCD functions within the tach include fuel level indicator and low fuel warning. The unit features heated seats and backrest. Obviously, the seats are of a super comfy design. Both the rider and passenger seats are heated, and they offer 10 levels of heat. There is a narrow seat fuel tank junction design. In other words, where the seat meets the fuel tank is a little bit narrower, again making it easier for the rider to touch the ground. The rider and passenger seats also feature on the rider side a small rider back support, which is also heated, and it has about a 30 millimeter or 1.2 inch fore aft adjustment, and you also have a heated rear passenger backrest that's mounted to the tour trunk, and you can see in orange on this diagram the areas of both the seat and the backrest that are heated. There's lots and lots of luggage space. There's over 144 liters of luggage capacity. The left saddlebag is about 32 liters. The right saddlebag is 35. The tour trunk is 70 liters. We've already touched on it. They're all equipped with the electronic smart key locks. The upper fairing also features left and right small storage compartments, about 3/4 of a liter each. The left compartment is also smart key operated and houses a USB port and auxiliary terminal. The mid-fairing storage compartment is almost 2.5 liters, and there are also small item storage compartments in the tour trunk as well. You can see there are about 1.5 liters of storage on both the left and right sides. And there you can see some of the pictures of the unit itself. It looks like some of the charge cables, even though it says in my write-up that they're on the left storage compartment, it looks like they may be on the right. Sorry about that. Other details, it features low maintenance drive. It has height adjustable passenger floorboards. The range of adjustment is about 1 inch. As we've already touched, there's LCD turn signals. However, they are self-canceling. They will blink for approximately 15 seconds or 150 meters. You have a 25-liter seamless fuel tank for that nice, clean, sort of custom tank look. It is 25 liters. You can go a significant distance on that, as well as the Venture TC model, which is the only one that Yamaha Canada will sell, also features lower fairing mounted fog lights. Warranty and other key information. Note the warranty coverage. It is 5 years of coverage, which includes 1 year YMC factory warranty plus 4 years of Yamaha Protection Plus. Okay. The unit is available in 2 colors. You can see both of them before you. The one is dark metallic gray in the lower right, and the upper left is the metallic red. The unit is built by Yamaha Motor Corporation in Japan. It will be available at dealers starting in August 2017, and the manufacturer's suggested retail price is $31,999. I'm going to remind you again, please, Yamaha Canada will only import the Venture TC or Transcontinental model. We will not import the base model of this unit. US will offer both models. Lastly, just a very, very quick rundown. There's plenty of genuine accessories available for the Star Venture TC. At the moment, there will be 17 accessories available immediately upon its introduction in August, and obviously more accessories will be developed as time goes on, but we'll just quickly run through it. You have a rider backrest, which is significantly taller than the stock item. You have heated passenger grips for the actual passenger grab handles. You can get a shorter windshield. You can get LED driving lights that fit up just sort of beside the air intake vents that you can see on the fairing. The lower deflector fairing as well. You have billet brake pedal. You have billet heel and toe shifter. You have two different types of cover, a proper storage cover and a mini day cover when just out riding around. You have saddlebag lid protectors, internal saddlebag liners, as well as the tour trunk liner as well. USB outlet ports for heated apparel, the tour box top rack, as well as a bag for that. So that just quickly runs through the accessories. We don't want to take a lot of time going through them, but please look on our website for the full list and nicer pictures of all of the accessories. And once again, all of this information plus more is available on Yamaha Motor Canada's website, as well as a full list of specs. And at this point, I would just like to say thank you very much for your time and keep selling.